Hey everybody, this is Dr. Tom Carr, aka Dr. Stoxx of drstoxx.com. Hey, I wanted to share with you a stock that I jumped into a few days ago, and it's in the biotech biomed space. It's doing pretty well. It was up today when the market was down to 1.7%, the NASDAQ, that is. And it's in a very strong sector. And I also wanted to introduce to you some of the bells and whistles of the new beta version of Market Surge, which is the software that I use to find stocks like this one. I'm in OLMA. We'll talk about that one here. I'm also in IONUS, IONS, and I'm in the biotech sector XBI. So here's some overview of OLMA. I don't know a whole lot about the company just yet. I'll be digging into some of the fundamentals in a longer video, but I wanted to show you some things that you can do with the new Market Search beta version. If you click on this little tab over here on the right-hand side, you can do some digging down into some analyst support for the stock, how the sector is faring against other sectors, and where the stock is itself within that sector, and other things that are going on. You can look at pattern recognition. Now, there's not yet a pattern that's being recognized yet by the software, but I'm going to show you a pattern that is actually showing up here for me. But if we scroll down, for example, to let's go to news. So we click on news, and we're going to see that OLMA had a price target raised by UBS just a few days ago to $45 per share. Now it's down here around 25, 26. 25, 26 to 45 within the next year. That's what UBS is saying in forward looking at the stock is a very big jump, right? Now let's scroll down a little bit further. Initiated at overweight by Piper Sandler. That's a good thing. And the price target is raised by Citigroup from 21 to 60. So from 26 to 60, as you know, is more than 100% return over the next year. And that was done by Citigroup. So that's, those are very positive analyst support. And as we all know, and I teach this to my clients all the time, when you have a stock, all other things being equal, with several other stocks that look good, go with the one that has the strongest analyst support. That is a big tailwind, totally underappreciated. And one of the things you can do in Market Surge is find that, right? You can figure out what the analysts are saying, what they've said recently about the price. Is it a buy? Is it a hold? Is it a sell? Are they raising price targets? Are they lowering price targets, etc.? Okay. Now we'll put that aside and we'll look at one other thing here, and that is where it is up here, industry and sector. So it's in the biotech sector. That out of the 197 sectors trading in the market, this sector that it's in is ranked 8th. That's very, very good. That's excellent. That would be an A plus in anybody's report card. So Bill O'Neill, the founder of Investors Business Daily, the maker of Market Surge software, was fond of saying, you want to buy the strongest stocks in the strongest sectors. This is one of them. Okay. Now let's look at the chart itself. So we had a big gap up on earnings. I call that a power gap. And as long as that gap does not close and the price hasn't been anywhere near it for 2.5 months, that's a very positive revaluation of the company. So the market, it wasn't even on earnings. It was probably on an FDA approval of some kind. The stock jumped way up, and the market is telling us that this stock is no longer a sub $10 stock. It's no longer a $7 stock or an $8 stock. It is now a $20+ stock. And because what was revealed at that announcement was so material, so forward looking to where the stock and the company is going, that it can no longer trade at those low numbers. It now needs to trade at a much higher range. That's a power gap. And as long as that power gap stays open, you've got yourself a floor in the valuation of this stock. And that's exactly what we have. Now let's use the little handy dandy drawing tool over here. So let's put a couple lines. We'll put one over the top. Anytime you are in an uptrend, you want to kind of mark out the tops. That's usually a line of resistance. And then we can draw a line under some of the most recent pivot lows. And guess what we have here? What a pattern is that, people? That is a falling wedge. They are only bullish when they break out to the upside. We had a attempt at that today. Now the market itself was down, right? The market was down in the NASDAQ 100 down 1.7%. This stock was up 1.9% up on a down market day. That in itself is a bullish thing. Now we got all the way up to the 20 period moving average. Is that the 20 or is the 50? I think that's the 50. We got up to the 50. We tagged it, right? Gave it a high five. Maybe that is the 20. It should be the 20. And then pulled back to within this wedge. I suspect tomorrow we gap above the wedge and we just keep on running. So here it is, Tuesday, the 3rd of February. You buy this stock tonight in the aftermarket, buy it tomorrow morning before the bell. Hold on to it for a while because I think you might see a double in this one before the end of the year. All right, God bless everybody. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll see you back on the trading floor or in the trading room, the live trading room, live options room, or in one of my newsletters. Goodbye. Bye for now.